Thanks for joining us for this week's Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. Spot number 2 in the Final Four is on the line. Both of these teams want that spot. Only one will get it, the Galena Pirates or the Byron Tigers. We begin with our Superior Joining Technologies buzz-in round. Contestants, you've been playing this game for a while this season, so we won't go over the rules. Just remember, when you buzz in, you're on your own. Each question is worth 10 points, and wait for me to call your name. Here's the first question in this week's buzz-in round. What author wrote about the deaths of the Clutter family in the nonfiction novel In Cold Blood? And Sophia?
Capote.
That is correct. He also created Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany's, and you are first on the board with 10 points. What term refers to the process of intentionally adding impurities to a semiconductor to change its properties? No points there. The answer is doping. You add a dopant, and that is your doping. There's no points. New question. What invertebrates which produce the anticoagulant hirudin are annelids that are used today after microsurgery and historically for bloodletting? Sophia?
Leeches.
That is correct, and you've got 10 more points. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's Final Symphony is nicknamed for what deity, whose namesake planet is called Bringer of Jollity in a Gustav Holst piece? Colton?
Jupiter.
That is correct. You are now on the board with 10 points. Jupiter, the Bringer of Jollity is the full name of that symphony. Erich von Falkenhayn planned what World War I battle in which Robert Nivelle stated, "They shall not pass," and defended an ancient French Colton?
Battle of Verdun.
That's correct. The ancient French fortress, not to be confused with Gandalf's "You shall not pass." That's worth 10 points for you. We are now tied at 20. Which of the Great Lakes is the only one located entirely within the United States? Sophia?
Michigan.
That is correct. The other 4 are shared between the U.S. and Canada. You're now in the lead by 10, Galena. Alexander Lang was the first European to visit what city, home to the Sankore Mosque, that was an important trading center during the Mali Empire? Sophia?
Burkina Faso.
Incorrect. Byron, you have a chance for these points. Luke?
Constantinople.
Incorrect. Timbuktu. No points. New question. What first name was shared by 3 wives of Henry VIII? Brody?
Anne.
Incorrect. Galena? Daniel?
Catherine?
That is correct. 3 of his 6 wives were named Catherine, and that got you 10 points. You're now up by 20. What novel in which Simon is killed after discovering that the Beast is a dead parachutist? Brody?
The Lord of the Flies.
That's correct. Written by William Golding about young castaways, and you've got 10 points for that one. What daytime talk show, which in 2017 fired co-host Chef Mario Batali over sexual misconduct accusations, was canceled by ABC in 2018? Brody?
The Chew.
That is correct. Lasted 7 seasons. Now it's done. That's 10 points for you, and we are tied. A P and a slash appear before the names of the periodic type of what objects, as seen in one with a 76-year orbit that is named after Edmund Halley? Sophia?
Comet.
That is correct. Halley's Comet is what that is named for, and you've got 10 more points. The merchant Lopakin unsuccessfully tries to persuade Madame Renevskaya to build villas on the tidal land in what play by Anton Chekhov? Sophia?
The Cherry Orchard.
That is correct. Published in 1904, and you've got 10 more points. You've got 60 now. In what city were people chanting, "The whole world is watching," dispersed on orders by Mayor Richard Daley at the 1968, Sophia?
Chicago.
That is correct. The Democratic National Convention there, and that's 10 points, and that's all the time we have for this round. Tight game. Galena's got 70 points. Byron has 40. We take a break and come back with our volleyball round right after this. Stay with us.